There's tobacco and marijuana in there.
If you've been on the internet, you already know who Joe Rogan is. I don't usually follow him. I've seen some clips of his podcast, but I don't really watch him. But recently I stumbled across a special episode with him and Elon Musk.
I'm with Elon Musk.
So I happened to click on this podcast and I started watching it like every other guy. And there was this part like I didn't forget about, like he and Elon Musk were talking about drugs, like
pharmaceutical grade pure meth. You are going to be, oh my god,
Super productive.
super productive for a certain period of time, and you're not going to sleep for a while, and then you'll have some anger management issues.
That made me curious. Is like this really true? Like if this drug is really that powerful and good, like it boosts your productivity, why don't we use it? So I started fact checking. What meth does is boost your awareness and your concentration, but it comes at a price. This is why we don't use it. First of all, it's very addictive, so you don't want to be all the time on high alert. Second thing about it is that it makes you paranoid, and if you're off it, you're very paranoid. They brought a study about German soldiers in the World War II that actually were on meth. There was like this weird fact that some of them fought for like 3 days with the Allies because they were on drugs.
Generally, for any given drug, legal or illegal, the question is, can you complete the following sentence? Blank made me a better person.
Meth.
Like, I've never heard anyone say meth made them a better person or cocaine made them a better person.
No.
Ever.
Made a lot of soldiers better, I think. That's
yeah. If you're doing,
Yeah.
if you're like, if your soldiers need to march for 3 days in a row,
yeah. It
yeah.
does. It's really
meth
good
is
for that.
effective at that. Like people give like France a hard time about capitulating in World War II, but you know what's worse than Nazis? Nazis on meth.
Meth up Nazis.
They're not stopping.
Norman Ohler
They'll
wrote
have like
this
6
book.
bullets. They're still coming.
That book over there, Blitzed, is
Yeah.
all about the use of methamphetamines
Yeah.
and the different drugs that they gave their soldiers. The guys at the front of the line, they gave the most meth.
Yes.
They have different dosages.
Yeah. I mean, you just basically think you're vulnerable on meth, and so it's one thing. Like I said, so one thing have like be Nazis come after you, but Nazis on meth, you're like, holy shit, those fuckers are not stopping, man.
For 3 days.
They're not stopping.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a statement, meth made me a better person, that you hear very often.
The Nazis, they did actually roll back how much meth they were using, because they had quite a few incidents of the soldiers killing their officers because they were on too much meth.
Jesus Christ.
they would. Yeah, so they would shoot. That too many officer got fragged by their platoon that was on too much meth, because that happened quite a few times. Like when someone's on a lot of meth, they can get very angry.